Katie. Katie. What? What do you want? Boop. What do you want? You want to come up here? You want to come up here? You come up here. Oh, you want the banana. You want the banana. You can't have the banana. It's my banana. Okay. You just can't have the banana. You can have a piece, but you can't have the whole thing. And no, you can't eat the peel. I know you like to eat the peel. Yeah, you're eyeing it up. I can see you there. Going, I'm going to eat that thing. Ooh. Come on up here. Come on up. Come on up. Oh, yeah, just stretch, actually. Don't come up. Oh, you listen so well. All right. So, almost ready here. Just making my coffee. And attaching my Fitbit to my left hand today. So I got a weird tan line coming on the right. And it's a little weird. I don't know if I like it. Over here. Hey now, what are you doing? Device. I want to show the clock now. There we go. Yeah, I know. I'm not doing so great. I haven't been wearing it as much either. I haven't been wearing it to sleep because sometimes I think it messes with my sleep more than it tracks it. So then I believe I need to sync it. Hey, Muncher, what are you munching about? Huh? What are you munching about? You're all clean now. You don't stink anymore. What? Your breath smells like the sewer. What have you been eating? A moment ago. Okay, so now that I've synced it, it should have changed and shows the time. Looks good. Oh, you still got red fur from your collar. We'll get you a waterproof collar. And then we can get you all watery, all watery. What's that? Hey, what's this? Over here. What's that? Is that a banana? A banana? There's a banana. You can't have the banana. You can have the bruised part. Ugh. I don't like the bruised part. It looks weird. Okay, you hop down. I'm I'm gonna go pour my coffee. Do not eat my banana. Okay. Away from there. Okay, dog. Want some banana? Sit. There's good kitty. There's your banana piece. Now you go lay down. Yeah, I know it's gone. You can't have more. No, not gonna happen. Okay. So, just gonna real quickly make sure everything looks good. There's your banana piece. Now you go lay down. Yeah, I know it's gone. You can't have more. No, not gonna happen. Uh-oh. Can't hear any sound. Okay. Nope. There it is. So, just gonna real quickly I should probably keep that open. Alright. What are you doing? Go lay down. 2 banana eat. You're okay. Okay, so before I get started, for the next few minutes here, I'll kind of explain the project in case someone's joining late. I didn't name all the videos with part 1, part 2, I only started at part 3. But there are other videos that are similarly named by me that are related to this project. So, what I'm working on is a framework for voice recognition applications. The general idea being that I make it really easy for people to write voice recognition logic. And take a look here. This is what the logic will end up looking like. Anybody can create a plugin for it. And then drop it in. And I'm just hearing my dog down there drinking water, and I don't think I filled her dish today, so I'll be right back again. Hey, you want some water? Okay. Sorry about that. So, built-in .NET voice recognition library supports a couple of different things. Supports wildcards, dictations, simple phrases, and choices. Now, wildcards don't provide a whole lot of value unless you pull the speech chunk out and then rerun it through the speech recognizer with a dictation grammar. It's like, there's no real point in having it there. What I've done here was expose the plain text phrase, the choices, and the dictation. And I came up with a way how to expose it. Choice results, choice, whatever. So making a list of the things that I should do. So it'd be nice if in the context we could, let me just take you quick through here. When you build out a command, you supply a delegate that is past the context. The context contains the phrase along with the words and everything like that. And if you supplied choices, the choice results will be set up. You'll get some choice results. You can flip through those by the key that you provided. So you can have multiple sets of choices. You say that, and then you get the value back, and whether the choice is this or that, you'll be able to see. So in the context object, we pass a number of things, the phrases and the choice results. I'd also like the any text, so anything that isn't part of this, essentially, the any recognition text to be supplied in its own string. So we don't have to do crazy stuff like this. So right now I'm just guessing, yada yada. Maybe that's what I'll tackle first. It doesn't seem all that fun to do or interesting, but be a good refresher. It's a Costco brand coffee, and it's quite dark, bitter. Kind of like it. So add an easy way to get the any text. I'm building a UI for it, very simple UI, which will essentially be on and off and maybe show you the list of available commands and that type of stuff. That'll be a little lower on the list. Activation keywords. So I'd like to also be able to say like some activation keywords, a list of them, where the system's essentially not listening to anything but that. And when it hears it, it will activate and then load in all the commands. This way, you can kind of get some feedback before you say something, whether or not the command's going to work. Which means that there needs to be some modes. Essentially, yeah, I don't really know what the mode is, but active, inactive, something like that. Oh yeah, by the way, happy 4th of July. Anyone in the US? Go America. I live in Wisconsin, so there'll be ample amounts of beer drinking and brat eating and liquor guzzling. Activation keywords, modes, inactive, active. That's probably enough to just start for today. So, oh, and what I wanted to do was pause that. So there'll be ample amounts of beer drinking and cool. I can hear myself. I just wanted to get the chat window open. I absolutely hate YouTube chat. Like, why can't I pop this out? That's all Ustream. Not the video, the chat box. Yeah, so it just doesn't seem like you can do it. I don't know why. It would be real easy, but they're not going to let me do it. So, awesome. Well, we'll just have to be flipping back and forth from that or something. So, let's take a look here. The first thing on our list is an easy way to get the any text out. So currently, when we add a command, if it's a choice, I generate a semantic key value pair choice. Let's try what we used to have, semantic value. Ooh. Append new semantic result key. Anything. Anything action grammar. I think this will work. And actually, I might just be able to do this because I don't really care about the value. There's no value to that dictation. I suppose it might be interesting to have a key value type of thing. But oh well. I think this will work just fine. So essentially this will provide me a key called anything. that I believe I'll be able to retrieve. Let's try simple dictation. And then that's just the first part of it. That's just seeing it work. Actually getting it out. It's going to be a little more difficult, but not impossible. We'll run this test. And the goal is to be able to get the word chicken wrangler out really easily. There we go. Key value name is anything. Value is chicken wrangler. Okay. So let's since that does seem to work just fine, let's take a look at got to rename it. So any doesn't have anything. Let me give it a string key anything. Put the key in there. So when we get it here, we get anything. So let's so if key is string dot null or empty, I want empty or white space. There it is. Key So it's required, but if you don't use it, you know, it'll get filled in with any. And then in this, when we're actually building this out, I changed the not context slightly to not only contain a read-only collection of key value pair string choice results, but also contain a collection of key value pair string dictation results. And maybe the better thing to do is actually call it what it is, dictation. So, dictation. dog's dreaming. Well, she was dreaming. Quite cute. Okay, string dictation results. We do that because you might have multiple dictation results. They could even have the same key. Who cares? Get dictation results from semantic values. This will be a little difficult here because we'll have a mixture of the dictation results, so maybe they should be hard-coded to a key so I can select them out easier. Hopefully there will be no key overlap. I can turn it into a GUID. That's a good idea. So who the hell's going to ever guess a GUID? But let's take a look and see what we end up getting here. So this is a complex choice. First color, second color. Let's do a very similar thing. Just add a new test. With dictation. I don't know, I just can't even read that probably. So yeah, curious how this will work. Instead, we'll just call this variable results. Get and we'll combine them all together. Variable results. Perfect. So for your dictation, you can set a key, or one will be called dictation. Easy enough, I think. So now, instead, we get context, variable results, and dictation. So I feel like this should be easier to do, maybe I'll turn it into, I don't know. I'd like to be able to query it this way, but it looks like it's an index-based, the index is not string-based, but integer-based, so we end up with something else. I gotta do it the long way. And let's switch this up a little bit. String C1 red, string C2 yellow, string D1 But does it work? Okay, but does it work with multiple dictations? Can you have multiple dictations? Sharp multiple dictation voice recognition. Because this should be interesting. Works perfectly. Oh, man. Oh, legs are sore. Legs are always sore. Sheesh. Okay, so suppose we can cross that off the list. Seems to be working just fine. Now, activation keywords. This is something a little more interesting. Because where do we put it? And do we make it extensible? I'm thinking that I should make it extensible as to make it easy to change. So let's see. Okay, so the goal here, let's actually give me a couple minutes here to clean this up. Okay, so sorry, this is kind of the way that I like my classes to be organized here. Personal preference, I've got event delegates at the bottom, privates at the bottom, protecteds in the middle, publics on top, and dispose at the end. With then, of course, the constructor first, protecteds. Privates usually go below protecteds, just like that. So I was thinking another interface, which is Knox internal something or another. But maybe I'll just prototype this out, and if it makes sense to make it extensible later on, we'll do that. But so let's draw out the loop here. Activation keywords. So system starts, loads grammars. The first grammar it needs to load is the inactive grammar. This is all commands that are available in systems inactive. So I'm thinking you could say like, so the project is named Knox, but you can name it whatever. So Knox. You'd say that, and Knox would say yes or hello. you know, there'd be a bunch of random things that it could select from. Sup. And at that point, it would be in set mode to active. Load all grammars. I wonder if you can have multiple speech recognition engines running. One that handles, one that's inactive and handles just the active grammars. So it's inactive until this one picks it up. And that way you won't have to load and unload grammars, because that takes a while, I would assume. Actually, I believe the grammar itself okay, so we can load the grammars and we can disable them. And we can easily do so by switching modes and just iterating through our collection of grammars. Because we have these grammars up here, because they are all associated with an action. Show so I should be able to load them all. They should be able to remain loaded, and then we just turn them on and off really quick like this. I wonder if that's probably fine. Let's say yes, and during this yes, it'd be flipping through these really fast, going all on. So we've got this set grammar state. So set mode active, set grammar state, true, start timer, 10 seconds, something like that. Timer expires, set mode inactive, set grammar state false. And actually I'm going to rename this to set grammar state, set command grammar state, and then we will have set system grammar state rule enabled. I'm just going to follow this same thing. Ooh. There we go. And this one is going to be called system action lookup. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is add dictionary, grammar, action, context, lookup. Oops. Lookup and the lookup public void add command is going to call add command action lookup. So this way internally I'll be able to populate the action lookup that I would rather populate. Command action. So that's fine. Set grammar state. Set system grammar state. And did I call that system action lookup? Yeah. For each in system action lookup, void set system active. Set system state rule active. So if active is true, we want the command and the system to be inactive. Not necessarily. The system commands can remain active because he's a Knox, yes, Knox, what? Knox, hello. And that shouldn't do anything other than make the timer a little bit longer. So set timer. Timer. Ooh, I forgot I had coffee. So we create a timer. We give it an interval. Sure. I think it's system timers. Yeah. State timer. Gets or sets the value indicating whether the timer should raise the elapse event each time the specific interval elapses or only the first time. Only the first time because it's going to turn it off and yeah. So the interval 10 seconds. Yeah, let's do 5 seconds. Of course, I'll make that configurable at some point. System timer dot elapsed. Since I'm following the same design pattern and the other one is extensible, it will inherently be extensible. Well, so what I would do is I'd make a new plugin loader and I'd just give it system, and it would have those plugins in there, in which case I could then activate and load them. But let's just make one. So we will deactivate it. System is currently set to deactivated. That will set all the current grammars to deactivated, with the exception of the system grammars. So here we can load system grammars. And just going to do this very ad hoc right now. Commands wake command, something like that. New command. Wake command dot phrase Knox. So set system state true sets the command grammar, and system state timer dot enabled is equal to true. The timer will run, in which case so I could also make it play little cue sounds like bing, boom, boom, which I will at some point. So let's check it out in the test console. Just walk through it, make sure it initializes correctly. Ah, because I changed the interface, I need to build a new version of that. Actually, let's just say Visual Studio X copy post build. Build events, post build, copy from one project to another using post build steps. So I'm just going to make this 1,000 times easier. Why has this been happening? Fucking refresh. Fuck you. So X copy I'm just going to throw it into the plugins there, hopefully. There we go. And build dependencies, project build order dependencies, not console, depends on example plugin. That should mean that when I build this, I refresh, make sure, okay, it still didn't work, rebuild. There we go. So, that should build a new copy each time. Just for the hell of it, string plugin plugin directory path. Then, finally, I could specify something like that. Well, that worked just fine. See? Good thing. Well, there's yet another problem. Set command grammar state. This is looking at the system. We want the command action lookup. Hello? What time is it today? Oh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. So because there's only one grammar loaded, it's not showing me all the other stuff, which is okay. But if I hear a knock on the door, knocks, knocks, knock, knocks. Maybe that word's not very good. How do you pronounce that? Knocks. Knocks. Maybe I should try a word that I know will work. Let's just try that. Chicken wings. Check 1, 2. Check, check. Hello? 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 Okay. Would you just not do that? Hello, hello. Check 1, 2. Yeah, so something's not working right. I gotta walk through this again. Maybe I'm not loading it properly. I did find a little bug here. I think I want to add it to the lookup regardless if it's set, and then on recognized. I'm going to build the context and handle the context. Here we go. Okay, so something weird's happening. I'm gonna do that. Look at me. Look at me. So something's kind of weird here. There we go. Seems to work. Sometimes. What about now? Search Google for chicken.
Searching Google.
Good enough. Hello? 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 Something's not right there. Okay-dee-doo. I fucking hate Visual Studio. Oh my god. We're just gonna maintain a handle on this DLL that's supposed to be overwritten all the time. Just gonna maintain a handle on it for you. I figure you might want to use it at some point. Maybe I have to tell it to replace it. But I'm still pissed. I mean, come on now. What do you think? Oh, nothing. Sometimes I wonder, why am I doing this? Self-gratification, I suppose. It makes me feel like I did something. God, this solution takes forever to start up. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. What's going on? Anything? Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that seemed to work. What's up? Anything? Anything? There we go. Mario? There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. All lined up. Hello? 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 Search Google for something.
Searching Google.
Hello? Something's weird. Hello? Oops. That would be why. Oh my god, fingers just typed the right fucking things. In IntelliSense, could you maybe just work for me a little? Like, really? I am so ticked off at the performance of IntelliSense in Visual Studio 2013. 2012, flawless. 2013, oh, there it is. Ugh. This is that stupid Roslyn shit. It's cool, but it's just causing problems. Now here's a choice. Do I want the system actions to trump any other actions? So if we were able to get one, we're going to run it and we're going to return. Otherwise, we're going to check the custom actions, see if they're there. Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Ta-da. Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I don't know why I like chicken so much. I always have it
Yes.
try to search for it.
Yes.
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 Yes. You see, this is the problem. It's going to find every utterance as
Yes.
a possible word.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Knox?
Yes.
Yes. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Kentucky Fried Chicken and the Pizza Hut. McDonald's. McDonald's. Knox?
Yes.
Yes. Ta-da. Search Google for chicken wings. Knox?
Yes.
Yes. Search Google for chicken wings. Search Google for chicken wings. Knox?
Yes.
Yes. Search Google for chicken wings.
Searching Google.
Thank you. So, 5 seconds seems a little low. Say 30 seconds. 5 was to test it. I wonder if there's a... Order setting enabled to true multiple times will reset the timer. I would think so. Curious. So I've got a plugin that has some dictation stuff, and I've got this dictation. I'm wondering if they'll both be called. Hello. Look at me. I wonder. Knox?
Yes.
Search for something else. Search for something else. Search for anything. Dictation detected. Oh. Knox?
Yes.
Search Google for anything else. Search Google for anything else.
Searching Google.
Anything else? Dictation handled. I wonder. So dictation can always be handled by the root system. That would mean that the plugins don't need to have a dictation to. Yeah, that's kind of better. Let's take a look. Plugin. Do. So I have dictation in here specifically because of the various issues with that, but now we don't have to concern ourselves with that because there's a global dictation. Let's see. Hello. Pretty much anything should be handled by the dictation now. I actually kind of wish it would print out what was said. Oh well. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Ooh, that sounds good. Knox?
Yes.
Search for coffee. Search Google for coffee.
Searching Google.
Knox?
Yes.
Search Google for coffee. Search Google for coffee.
Searching Google.
Search Google for coffee. So it just went to sleep in the middle of a session. What I'm going to do is in the handle event, we're just going to keep bumping that time mark. Knox, are you online? Knox?
Yes.
Would you search Google for coffee?
Searching Google.
Search Google for Star Trek.
Searching Google.
search Google for anything else. So that's a problem. How do you reset a timer? Is that a hack? Stop, start, do. I suppose, let's just make a new private method called bump timer. So instead of saying reset system state timer, I'm just going to call it set system state timer, and it will take a bool active enabled, and it will stop it, and if enabled, it will start it. Otherwise, excuse me, otherwise it'll just continuously call stop on it. And that way, I can do that and get rid of this. There we go. Oh. Knox?
Yes.
We're going to see how long your timer lasts. It probably shouldn't be doing too much during dictation, but if I say search Google for chicken,
Searching Google.
it should have been reset by now, which means that it should not go to sleep anytime soon. I could say search YouTube for Agar.io.
Searching YouTube.
And that's totally not what I said, but oh well. The goal is that you don't go to sleep until you don't hear a command for 30 seconds or something. The dictation, it's okay. You can go to sleep whenever. So I'm just going to keep saying stuff until it says going to sleep. And then I'll test that it doesn't allow me to say anything else. Ooh, Actually, I'm curious. Because on executing this stuff, it's being handled by the dictation, so dictation is keeping you awake. I guess that's probably okay, as long as that's what we expect. So if I stop dictation, there we go. Now I can say search Google for anything. Search Google for anything. Search Google for anything. So the dictation's still being handled because the system grammar's loaded. I'm wondering if it's resetting the timer now? What do you think? Sure enough, it is. So the timer is being enabled, but it's not setting the grammars to true. Yeah, that's potentially a problem. Not sure how to address that one. It's what we call a conundrum. Or a palindrome. Can't remember which one's which. Oh, well, I have to think about that one for a little bit here. So we won't reset the timer on system actions. We will only reset the timer on user actions. And when I specifically tell it to reset the timer. So saying Knox again will certainly reset the timer, but the dictation won't. Let's try it. We gotta wait 30 seconds in between dictations and yada yada. Yawning. Search Google for anything. See, that doesn't work, handled by the dictation grammar. But as soon as I say Knox,
Yes.
Search Google for anything.
Searching Google.
Thank you. Still sound pissed. Sorry, looking at that Reddit stuff on there. So I should continue to be able to speak here, and it should just kind of lose interest because it's not hearing a command. So we should see going to sleep shortly. It's about 30 seconds. There we go. Good deal. So now if I say search Google for anything, search Google for anything, search YouTube for anything. Knox.
Yes.
Search YouTube for anything.
Searching YouTube.
There we go. Okay. So soon enough, I'd like to build in some automation, be like, close that out. But this is pretty good. Search Google for anything.
Searching Google.
It is in. Be faithful in the small things. It is, in fact, rocket science. Okay, well, that seems to cover these scenarios. System starts. You'd have to, expand it a little bit more, but activation keywords are good. And now we're on to our simple UI. Who doesn't like a simple UI? Ugh. See, I don't want to start the UI or try to make the UI too complicated too early, because then you start creating events and all sorts of things to deal with, and it's a little difficult. So, I don't quite know. I mean, this UI is just the command line, but it tells you what's going on. Like, it shows you that it's able to hear you. And it's able to see that the dictation is, dictation. So, I'm going to change that just a little bit more, make it kind of fancier. The hypothesism isn't all that cool. Ooh, I don't have that anymore. Let's see. Do I want to look in here? Yeah. Let's see how easy this is. Probably because I wrote it. There we go. Look at that. Oh, so we're seeing the key value pair of the dictation data. Sourcing Vicky God and prayer. Surf City Guide and prayer. Dot value. Now we should see the raw dictation results. The results are in. Look at my dictation results. Look at my dictation results. Sometimes the dictation is not quite as good as you would think it would be, but let's hope that it is, when it is. When it isn't, who's got what, when, why, how, why? Without when, why, and why'd. Speech detected. Speech detected. Hypothesized. Hypothesized. Let's see what kind of data we get out of the hypothesization. Completed. Recognition completed. Detection. Speech detected. Hypothesized. It'd be cool if it just gave us a summary. Like, here's the hypothesis. Hello. So it says I. It's not very good. Hello. Hello. Ooh, I think I broke it. Yeah, I did something wrong there. Let's just get that out of there. Instead of writing. Oh, bug on my foot. Ew. Just a lightning bug thing. Freaked me out. Ooh. Sorry, bug. You're going on a journey. Sorry, Mr. Bug. You ever been on a water slide? You don't seem all that bad of a bug. But you do creep me out. With your phosphorescence and such. You okay? Oh, you're bored. She always makes a big huffy puffy sound when she's bored. Okay, so instead of writing a line, it's going to do that. Speech detected. Just because it's kind of cool. Why, hello, hello. Why, hello, all. Look at me. Look at me. I have a lot of words, so the dots keep going over and over and over, and I will not stop until it decides to start typing for me. So I'm going to keep talking and see how many dots I can fill the screen up with. Oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy, but we never know when it's going to stop. So, okay. Well, that worked out fairly well. Not like this really matters, but Yeah, there we go. Now I get the little dots, and then I get to decide when to blah, 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 blah. It helps provide a little visual representation of where a dictation starts and stops, and then I can say anything that I want. But, you know, the words that are coming out of my mouth aren't really the ones that are showing up on the screen. So I didn't really say yet the rank of nightclub bats, and then I can cite when today that. It's just really weird. Knox?
Yes.
So I'm not sure if you just saw that, but I said Knox, and it ended up seeing itself. So that's weird. Hearing itself. Knox.
Yes.
See? That's why we need acoustic noise cancellation, which I'll get around to later. Not acoustic, acoustic. See, I really wish I could feed these dictation phrases through some kind of an engine that would say, that is way off. Let's go ahead and change this around a little bit. I suppose the only way to do that is to train it a little better. I'm going to probably call it quits here. Not a lot of people watched today. It's the 4th of July, I understand. I'll do UI some other day. And for now, we'll just call this a success. Right, Knox? Knox?
Yes.
Okay, there. Good. Thanks. So, thanks for watching. I'm going to do a little bit of voice training here with it and then probably go for a bike ride. So, see you later.